If the cops pull you over and everything's cool, why wouldn't you just let them search? Other than my legal firearm, there's nothing in this car. And I like to go along to get along. Some of the best advice I've ever gotten was from an attorney. If you're the focus of the investigation, not a witness, not a victim, the subject, the police don't need your help to put you in jail. People better than me have died giving me that right. I didn't do anything for that Fourth Amendment right. I just showed up. I'm not waiving it. Now, they may have reason to search my car anyway, and that's cool, I'll cooperate. But you won't catch me on camera giving up my rights. Let's elevate this. You get caught up in a self-defense situation, you have to use your firearm. Very few things are cut and dry in the real world. If you're not a sociopath, you're probably in a little duress for having to shoot somebody. I can go over this scenario in more detail in another video. But after calling 911, the only person you need to be making voluntary statements to is your attorney. Because facts as you know them can be misunderstood. Back to the vehicle search. I don't get involved in shenanigans. I don't have friends that get involved in shenanigans. Because I'm old. But young people do. They'll give somebody a ride and their friends will leave stuff in their car. And they really didn't know it was in there. But it's still their responsibility. I'm not worried about cops planting evidence. That's not been my experience. I'm not naive. I'm sure there's some out there. However, story time. I'm going to age myself a little bit. Back in the crack heyday, voluntary search of a vehicle, I'm a backup officer. Down in the cracks of the back seat, an officer pulls out what looks like a piece of crack wrapped in some cellophane. Very common for the time. When tested, it ended up being an old peanut. Did a little kid do it? Did it just happen? Was somebody selling fake crack? That happened all the time too. Either way, the driver went to jail that day for possession. If I'm going on a trip and I have my blood pressure medicine in a little bitty container that's not a prescription bottle, that's a misdemeanor in my state. I can go to jail. Did you know that? Another example of why I don't waive my rights. There might be laws out there I don't know. And I'm going to be polite and as respectful as I can to the officer. But I'm not waiving my rights. And that may earn me a ticket. And if it's for speeding, I probably did that. But it beats going to jail. And this is just a personal decision. Do whatever you think's right. I'll tag some attorneys below. Please give them a follow, because they'll be the experts on this.